Please rise for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello, Tigers.
We've got some results from last night's events and a video about a few teachers coming up for you.
First, congrats to the softball team.
We got a win in the first round playoff game.
The team played Ashland at home, and the match ended with a 10-4 score.
Next up for softball is a game at Ellsworth next Tuesday.
Good luck.
Yesterday at tennis's conference meet, both Mason Lechner and Sully King came away with wins.
Congratulations.
We're looking ahead to a home baseball game today and then a quiet weekend.
Don't miss the NHS car wash.
Check the signs posted all over the school for details. That's Sunday from 12 to 4 at the Black River Country Bank.
Congratulations to Mr. Karras' advising on bringing in the most items last week for the non-perishable food item drive. They won an ice cream party for their advising.
The grand total of items was 112. And the top 3 advisings were Karras, Markhart, and Hodge. Thank you to everyone who brought in items. It was much appreciated.
That's just about it.
For Paw Print Live, I'm Sam.
And I'm Kaylee.
We'll leave you with this.
According to a landmark research study updated in 2018, 44% of new teachers leave the profession within 5 years.
It's a tough statistic to know whether you're standing at the front of a classroom or sitting at a student desk.
Kat Klopp talked to 2 teachers about what it's been like in their first few years.
I'm originally from Aurora, Illinois, second biggest city in Illinois.
So I grew up in a small town in southern Wisconsin, and I fell in love with education pretty early on.
Schluntz, teaching for 2.5 years, has held on to his position even through the hard times starting with the pandemic. Bartles, a completely new teacher last year, has known since she was young that she loved education and held on to that as she worked toward her long-time goal.
Figuring out what I wanted to do, which was work with kids in a musical setting. I went back to University of Wisconsin-La Crosse to finish up my teaching degree, where I finished up right in the middle of COVID, and then a month later got the position here in Black River Falls.
I went to college at UW-Eau Claire and studied English education there. And I did actually my student teaching here and at another school. Moved back home for a little bit, and then I came back here to work at Black River Falls High School.
Moving toward improvement, Schluntz and Bartles started to try to understand their student population.
Things that I've learned here at Black River are you really can't anticipate things. There's never an opportunity not to learn something new. And even though I'm bringing in 10 years of working with different high schoolers and different theater programs for both choir and for theatrical performances, I know nothing. I really found that I had a passion for looking for that spark in students, like making that connection, seeing them the moment they realize something and they can make that connection for themselves.
I've learned that my students come in with a variety of lived experiences that I've never experienced, and I know that every student is unique here. I've learned to be more patient. I've learned to laugh a lot more. I've learned to smile more. I liked learning. I like to consider myself a lifelong learner. I always love learning about new things, new people, everything.
Working at BRF, Schluntz has enjoyed watching his students excel at their musical abilities. Bartles, listening to her students and teaching them how to adjust their writing skills, has enjoyed sharing her love of learning and writing.
Something that has been really cool to me is kind of figuring out what the students are interested in and then reapplying it back into my lessons.
My favorite specific thing is probably all the stories that I get to hear daily. English is the lived experience through text, whether that be through written text, verbal text, whatever it is. just the different ideas, the stories that students bring to me daily, I find really enjoyable.
But some difficulties have arisen for Bartles, wanting to show her students how to be kind.
The biggest challenge is like when kids say things to other kids, like it breaks my heart that we treat each other this way.
Their love of teaching has brought the best out of both educators.